Hello students, today we are going to study how to convert an infix expression to postfix expression using stacks. So first we are going to learn an algorithm, okay, and before we learn the algorithm I am going to show you a flowchart of the algorithm so that you understand the steps of the algorithm. Suppose this is your input a plus b minus c. The first step, we start by scanning our input from left to right. So our first input element is a. So I start scanning a. So after the step 1, I scan my first input element. I perform one of the steps. Either I perform step 2, step 3, step 4 or step 5 depending on my input that I have just read. So my input suppose is an operand, then I perform step 2. If the input is an opening parenthesis is like this, opening bracket. Then I do step 3. If my input is an operator, any of the arithmetic operators, plus, minus, division, multiply and so on, then I perform step 4. And if the input is a closing bracket, then I do step 5. Okay, so just to revise what I just said, after I scan my input, this is my step 1, I identify what is my input. It could be a operand, then I do step 2, it's a opening parenthesis, then I do step 3, it's an operator, I do step 4, if it's a closing parenthesis, then I do step 5. I perform any one of these steps, okay, only one of these steps I perform. After I perform one of the steps, I go to step 6. So suppose in this case A is an operand. So I apply the algorithm step to it. We will see it shortly what is the step to be applied, and then I go to step 6. So in step 6 we check if there is more input. So yeah, obviously there is more input here. So then I go back to step 1. So again I scan my next input from left to right. So after A, what is the next input that I have? The next input that I have is plus. Your plus sign. So then again I perform one of the steps. So plus is your step 4. It's an operator. So I apply the algorithmic step for the plus sign, your operator, and then I go to step 6. So I again check if there is more input. Yes, there is more input. B minus C is left. Okay. So I go back to step 1. I scan my next input. So now I scan B. After I scan my B, I perform one of these 4 steps. Okay. So B, I identify B is what? B is an operand. So I apply step 2. After applying, I go back to step 6. I check whether there is more input. Yes, more input is left. Minus sign and C is left. So I go back to step 1. So in step 1 again I identify if there is the next input. I scan the next input. My next input is minus. So after step 1 I perform one of these 4 steps. I could do step 2, 3, 4 or 5. Since minus is an operator, I perform step 4. After I apply that step, I go back to step 6. Okay, I check if more input is left. Yes, more input is left. What is left? C is left. Okay, so I go back to step 1. I scan my next input. So my next input is now C. I identify what type of input it is. Is it an operand? Is it an opening parenthesis? Is it an operator or closing parenthesis? I perform only one of these 4 steps. So C is an operand. I apply step 2 and I go to step 6. Now I check if there is more input. No, I have reached the end of the input. Here is the end of the input. So I do not go here. There is no more input. So I come here and I apply step 7. Okay. I hope you got the flow of the algorithm. Please remember this flow chart. You can come back to this flow chart. Note it down if you need it. So now let's look at the actual algorithm. Okay, let's look at all these 7 steps in detail. So this is your algorithm for converting an infix expression to postfix expression using stacks. Okay. So these are the same steps that we had seen in the flowchart. So let's take one example and quickly see what is to be done here. Suppose this is your input. Okay, suppose this is your input. A plus B minus C. So A plus B has been placed inside parenthesis. Okay, it is single parenthesis. So you start with the step 1. Okay, so you scan the leftmost input. So you scan your leftmost input. So you scan the opening parenthesis. So as I told you in the flowchart, after step 1, you can perform one of the steps. Step 2, 3, 4 or 5. Step 2 deals with an operand. Step 3 deals with an opening parenthesis. Step 4 deals with an operator. And step 5 deals with a closing parenthesis. Okay, so you can perform any one of these after step 1. So any one, I mean step 2, 3, 4 or 5. Any one of these 4 steps. Okay, so you have to identify. So what is your this input? This input is an opening parenthesis. So which step it is? 3rd step. So what does it say? It says push this opening parenthesis on the stack. So suppose you are having a stack like this. You you will push the opening parenthesis on the stack. So your top of the stack will be pointing here. Okay. Remember here this is we are implementing a stack using an array. So suppose these are your array indexes and there will be your stack like this. Okay. Just follow this. If it's an opening parenthesis, push it on the stack. After pushing it on the stack, what you have to do? Go to step 6. What does your step 6 say? If there is more input, go to step 1. So as you can see, there is more input. So we go to step 1 here. So in step 1, we again examine our next input. So what is the next input? Next input is A. So A is an operand. Which is the step for operand? Step 2. Okay. Since A is an operand, you have to perform step 2. So what does it say? Output it. So you will have an output array. Suppose this is an output array. So you will output it. You will store A in the index 0 of that output array. Okay. Then after performing that step, you will go to step 6 here. Step 6 says if there is more input, go to step 1. So step 1, by now I think you know what does it do? You will scan the next input. When you scan your next input, what you get? You get the plus. So you have to identify plus is what type? It's an operator. So from these steps, which is the step dealing with an operator? The step dealing with an operator is step 4. Step 4. It deals with an operator. Okay. So read this now. Step 4 has 4 sub-steps. Step 4 has 4 sub-steps. So we have to identify which of the sub-steps we have to apply. So our input is plus. So read the first one. It says if stack is empty, okay, you check here, stack is not empty. So we cannot apply this. Go to the second one. It says if top of the stack is opening parenthesis. This is the top of the stack. Is it an opening parenthesis? Yes, it's an opening parenthesis. So what we will do? Push the operator on the stack. So what is the operator? Operator is plus. You will push it on the stack. Once you push an operator on the stack, your top of the stack now will be this. Okay. After you push the operator on the stack, you will go to step 6. So in step 6, you check if there is more input, go to step 1. So you will go to step 1 here and you will scan the next input. So when you scan the next input, you get the next input as B. So identify now which of these 4 steps you will do. Which is the step we will perform for an operand? Yes, it is step 2. Which is an operand, what you will do? Output it. So you will put B in the output. Okay, and then you will go to step 6. So step 6, if there is more input, is there more input? Yes. Go to step 1. We'll go to step 1 here. You will examine the next element in the input. Which is the next element in the input? Next element in the input is closing parenthesis. Okay. So after step 1, you can perform any one of these 4 steps, step 2, 3, 4 or 5. So identify what is this? It's a closing parenthesis. So which is the step for closing parenthesis? It is step 5. Okay. So you will apply step 5. So what does it say? Pop operators from the stack and output them. Okay. How long will you pop the operators? Until an opening parenthesis is encountered. So you will keep popping the operators from the stack and put them in the output until you get an opening parenthesis. What does it mean? First we'll do this. Pop the operator from stack. When I pop the operator, which is the topmost element, plus. So you pop it. So when you pop it, your top of the stack is now here. So after you pop the operator from the stack, what you are supposed to do? Put them in the output. Pop it, put it in the output. So next, what you have to do? Keep on popping until you get an opening parenthesis. Check your next element in the stack now. Is it an operator? If it is an operator, you would pop it and add it to the output. But this is not an operator. It's an opening parenthesis. So till here you have to pop. So we found an opening parenthesis. So we do not pop again. Okay. So what to do with the opening parenthesis? Pop the opening parenthesis and discard it. Pop and discard the opening parenthesis. So when you pop this, now your stack is empty. Okay. Do not add the opening parenthesis to the output. You discard it. Okay. So now this is your current status of your stack. So you are having stack as empty and your current output is reading as AB plus. Okay. After that, you will go to step 6. So in step 6 you check, is there more input? Yes. You go to step 1. So when you go to step 1, you will scan the next input. Which is the next input element? Next input element is minus. Okay. So again we can perform one of these 4 steps. Which is the step for the operator? The step for the operator is step 4. Okay. So identify what to do with it now. So check step 4, 1. If stack is empty, is the stack empty? Yes, stack is empty. You can see here, stack is empty. So what you do? Push operator on the stack. So which is the operator? The operator is this, minus. So you push the operator on the stack. Push the operator and set the top of the stack is now, the minus or the subtract sign. Okay. After you push it, go to step 6. So step 6, is there more input? Yes. So you will go to step 1. So step 1, scan the next input. So which is the next input element? Next input element is C. So which is the step for operand? The step for operand is step 2. Here, what you will do with that? Output it. So you will put C in the output and you will go to step 6. Now when you come to step 6, is there more input? Is there more input here? No, it's over. The input is over. So if there is no more input, you will not go to step 1 now. You will go to step 7. So you will go to step 7 at the end of input. Remember? After the input is ended, you will go from step 6 to step 7. only when the input has ended. What does the step 7 say? Step 7 says, if there is no more input, pop the remaining operators to the output. So you have to pop them one by one. So in this case right now, we are having only one operator on the stack. So we will pop it, pop this operator, our stack becomes empty. So once you pop the operator, what will you do? You will add it to the output. So pop the operator and add it to the output. So this is how your algorithm works. This is your now postfix expression. Okay, this was your infix expression which you have converted to postfix. Got it? How the algorithm works. Okay, so learn this algorithm properly, note it down, understand it properly before you solve the more examples in the video. Okay, so once you have understood this algorithm, then you go ahead and treat the other examples. If you are given an input expression like this, a plus b minus c, this is your infix expression. You have to convert to postfix. So you would go about converting it like this. You would take this portion and put it into postfix form. You would have said a b plus. In postfix, the operator comes after the operands. So this is your plus. So since you have solved this portion, underline it. The rest of the expression that you have not touched, write it down as it is. Okay. So in the next step, you would consider this as one operand. So you would say AB plus minus C. So you would say the postfix expression of that would be AB plus C minus. So this is your infix expression, and this would have been your postfix expression. And this we have solved using our arithmetic that we have learned. Same expression we have to solve using stacks. Okay. So in the next slide, we are going to apply the algorithm that we have just learned to convert this expression into this answer. We are going to get the answer as AB plus C minus. Remember, a postfix expression has no parentheses. So there are no opening or closing brackets in postfix expressions. So here, whenever you are going to solve a infix expression and you are going to convert it to postfix using stacks, we are going to solve in this manner. Okay, so you have to write the steps, you have to write the expression, to write a stack, and you have to write your output. Now this column here I have just added so that you understand which step we are performing in the algorithm. So for your exams, you may or may not write this column. Okay, so this is your input expression. I have written it here. You can see here. First we are going to start from here. So A. So in step 1 we have A. Second step we have plus. Then B. Then minus. And then C. Okay. So let's start step by step and see how to convert an infix expression to postfix using stacks. So let's start with the step 1 of your algorithm. Step 1 says examine the next element in your input. Remember, we always start scanning our input from left to right. So this is our leftmost element. So we start with A. So you will write here A. Okay. We go to step 2. Step 2 says if it is an operand, output it. So A is an operand. So we add it to the output. Now remember, this is an array like this. The output would have been an array like this. So we are adding A to the 0 index in your array. Okay. And the stack also would have been something like this. Okay. But we are just showing it in the form of a table. So we are not showing the stack like this. So once we have put A in the output, that is your step 2, we do not perform the third, fourth or the fifth step. We go to step 6. Step 6 says if there is more input, go to step 1. So yes, we are having more input here. So we are going back to step 1. What does the step 1 say? Examine the next element in your input. So we have already seen A. So we go to the next element in the input, and that is plus. So here we go to plus. Now as you know, plus is an operator. So step 2 says, step 2 deals with an operand. Since plus is an operator, we do not do step 2 of your algorithm. We go to step 3. Step 3 says, if it is an opening parenthesis, push it on the stack. Plus is not an opening parenthesis, so we go to step 4. Step 4 deals with an operator. Okay. In that again there are 4 sub steps. So first step says if stack is empty, push the operator on the stack. You can see here in the previous step, stack is empty. Okay. So we perform here step 4.1. Step 4.1 says if stack is empty, push this operator onto the stack. So we push plus onto the stack. So plus is now top of the stack, like it is shown here. This is your top of the stack. Okay. So let me just write it here. Plus has got pushed onto the stack, and now this is your top of the stack, like shown in this diagram here. So once you perform that step, we do not perform step 5. Instead, we go to step 6. Step 6 says if there is more input, go to step 1. Yes, more input is remaining. This is the input that is remaining, B minus C. So we go to step 1. Step 1 says scan the next element in your input. So the next element in your input is B. Go to step 2. Step 2 says if the input is an operand, output is. So B is an operand, so we directly add it to the output. So the output was already having A, that was added in step 1. So we add B to the output. Okay. Write the contents of your stack again. Repeat the contents. So plus was already present in the stack. Repeat it. Okay. And now your output is having A and B. So once you perform that step, we do not perform step 3, 4 or 5. Go to step 6. Step 6 says if there is more input remaining, go back to step 1. So the input that is remaining is minus and C. So when we go back to step 1, we scan the next element. The next element is minus. Now, we know that by now step 2 is dealing with operand and minus is the operator, so we do not do step 2. Step 3 deals with opening parenthesis and the input is not an opening parenthesis, so we go to step 4. Step 4 deals with operator. Now in step 4 again there are sub steps. We have to see which sub step applies to this. Okay. So step 4.1, if stack is empty, push operator on the stack. Check here. Is your stack empty? No. Stack is not empty. So you cannot do step 4.1. Go to step 4.2. If the top of the stack is a opening parenthesis, is this an opening parenthesis? No. So you cannot do step 4.2. Go to step 4.3. So it says if input has a higher priority than the top of the stack, does it have a higher priority? No. So you cannot do step 4.3. So instead you will do step 4.4. When you do step 4.4, there is a correction here. This should be step 4.4. So you compare minus the incoming priority minus with the operator on the top of the stack. Operator on top of the stack is plus. This is your top. When you compare, minus is not greater than plus, the priority. What we are going to do? We are going to pop plus, okay, according to step 4.4. Pop the operator from the stack. We pop this and add it to the output. Once we pop it and add it to the output, we repeat step 4. Remember, we have still not done anything with this minus. We have popped this. We have to repeat step 4. When we pop this plus, stack is now become empty. Since plus has got popped and added to the output, stack is now empty. Your input is still there, you have not done anything on the input. We repeat step 4. So in step 4, step 1. If stack is empty, push the operator on the stack. So you push the operator on the stack. As you can see here, now minus has got added to the stack. Okay. Once we do that, we go to step 6. So step 6 says, if there is more input, go to step 1. So if there is more input, we go back to step 1. So the input now that is remaining is C. So we read C now. So when we read C, we see that we have to perform step 2 in the algorithm. C is an operand, so we add it to the output. So we add it here, C. Okay. Once we do that, we don't do step 3, 4 or 5, we go to step 6. Step 6 says, if there is more input, go to step 1. But we have already reached the end of the input, there is no more input. Okay. But have we got the answer? No. You were expecting the answer as A, B plus C minus. So right now the answer is incomplete. Okay. Since there is no more input, we do not go back to step 1. But from step 6, we go to step 7. If there is no more input, step 7 says, if there is no more input, pop the remaining operators from the stack. So what is there on the stack? Minus is there. So pop this and add it to the output. Okay. So now we get the output as AB plus C minus. So I hope you understood how this algorithm is to be applied. Okay.